It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. Returnable from the 1. And he's out a little short of the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Birds got to it. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Right to the air, it's Hurts. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Good. Set. I know you want it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Return starts at the 9. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Black 20, value 3, value
Out of the shotgun. Goff. That's caught. Devon Achane. We stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We send a man in motion. First down throw from Goff. Lays out left side and gets it. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Catch is made down the right sideline. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Again, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Complete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
20. Louis. Hey, 5. 14. Orange.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, the crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down. That play, that check down, taking some big yards. Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
2nd down carry for Achane.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Hurts now from the gun. It's downfield. He's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 73.
Hurts on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 22 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
There's a solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. It's a design look for Hurts. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
Great. Set. 180. 73.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Great. Delta.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's a design run. Has some daylight through the 40. There he goes on the right side. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
14. Eagles 10.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Danny Gray to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. Into the red zone. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead on the first play of the drive. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Goff. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Value 3, value 3. Super. Maverick. 5. Hey, Shell. Maverick roll.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's Goff. On target to his back, Kalel Mullings. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
180, 180.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's brought down at the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
No touch that. Trimmer. No touch.
Out quickly to Watson. A nice run here past the 35. And he's brought down at the 44. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll run here on 1st down. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
180, 180.
Throw here, 3rd down. This is complete, downfield to Smith. And he gets it in, touchdown Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game.
Lions 14.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
They'll start the drive with Achan. Finds a seam, left side, is off to the races. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. Devon Achan with the touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the results. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Gray now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He's got a man left. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
63, 63.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last successful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Eagles are in punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. Begins his return at the 16. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Go tonight. 20.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
180. Five. Ric Flair.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete left side to Thomas. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Matt Ariza on to punt. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20.
20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Great. Set. Delta.
They'll run here from the gun. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
That's good.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
32-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
It is Cup left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
2nd down, looking for options. Finds his man over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Hurts setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Hey, let's go.
Offense to the line fast.
McNeil, a loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 45-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Gray now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Ball's in this punt at the 8. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Achane on the toss right. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that 1st down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
76, Dula.
Goff on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Go, go, go.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this.
Super. 5. Super 1. Turbo.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Goff. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 24.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. Caught by his back. And this one does not go far.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Eagles football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this second down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Running it now out of the gun. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass brought in by Watson. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 5 on the play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Right back to Watson. This is caught. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. A give now from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Hurts looking to throw. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Braun, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3.
Eagles 31, Lions 28. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the gun, Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
20. Orange.
He'll throw it. Put the body on the line for his team. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Achane again on 2nd. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Back-to-back runs, yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Lions down by only 3. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
180.
They're looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
180.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hey, let's go.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They're going to pass it here. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46. Let's get to that wide complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Lions 39-yard line.
No touch that. No touch.
Handoff now out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
No touch that. No touch.
Setting up to pass. This one's caught. Smith has it. And fly, Eagles.